Tes. Bagus. Udah. Udah. Ini. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is TIYAS Saputri. I'm as an English lecturer of S1 English Education Department of Nahdlatul Ulama University of Surabaya. Today I'm going to tell you about the procedures of Flannel Picture to improve ASD students' English vocabulary. Let me show you the PowerPoint material. Okay, so why I'm so interested with this topic? Because I have a son. My first son is diagnosed of ASD. ASD is autism spectrum disorder, and I'm as an English lecturer and as a mother of my son. Of course, I really want to improve my son's English skill, especially for vocabulary first, because you know that my first son now he is still in the 3rd grade of elementary school. So here is the procedure. I mean, here is the material for presentation today. It's about the procedures of using flannel pictures to teach ASD students English vocabulary. As you can see here, and in front of me, I have the media for English teaching that can be one of the alternative way to teach English vocabulary, especially for ASD students. ASD is one of the type of disabled children. And if you can sit here in my PowerPoint material, I have already made and my team and I have already created 2 flannel pictures. The first is about parts of body, and the second is about parts of face. Why I choose the topic of parts of body and parts of face? Because in the curriculum, the material in elementary school, the content is about learning parts of human body, including learning about human face. Therefore, today I'm going to tell you about the procedures of using these flannel pictures to teach ASD students English vocabulary. But I would like to tell you first about the definition of ASD. What is ASD? ASD is autism spectrum disorder. It's a neurodevelopmental disorder considered among the categories of special education. And children who have been diagnosed with autistic spectrum disorders often get difficulty to communicate their own thoughts effectively and to infer the communicative intentions behind the utterances of others. ASD children, or usually called children with specific language impairment, have communication difficulties, although the problems are usually caused by language impairment, particularly in phonology and syntax. So if you have a relative, relative or perhaps family who are diagnosed of ASD, of course you you will find some characteristic of ASD, sorry, which are different from common people. They usually have difficulty in speaking because they have a problem, especially in phonology and syntax. The communication problems have a special significance among those observed in ASD because many of the challenges experienced by individuals with autism arise from the lack of communication with others. But we still can communicate with them. But of course, we should have our own way to communicate with them. I mean, if we have knowledge how to communicate with ASD students, I'm sure that we can communicate with them easily. Now, let me tell you about the characteristic of ASD students. Although my background is not in health, but yeah, based on my experience and also my study, my research, my activity of community service that I have already done before. So I have, yeah, I think I have knowledge about ASD students. The first characteristic is they usually have problems with social interaction with others. This may include problems talking back and forth, working or playing with others. Second, unusual interest in objects. Third, need for sameness. Fourth, great variation in abilities. Fifth, under or overreaction to one or more of the five senses: sight, touch, taste, smell, or hearing. Next, repeated actions or body movements. As we know that ASD students always repeat the same speech, the same words many times. It can be 2 or 3 times. Yeah. So those are the characteristic of ASD students. And as you know that there are 3 types of ASD students. Sorry, 3 types of autism. The first is mild, the second is moderate, and the last is severe, based on the type, the level of autism. And you know that my son, my first son, is diagnosed the ASD, the autism for the mild level. At first, it's shocking for me, but after I have uh, learned about the way to communicate with my son and the environment surrounding him, I don't have any difficulty. And I really understand what he wants to, yeah, for example, he has a desire. I should understand what he wants. And based on the previous studies, yeah, the approach that is often recommended in the education of children with ASD is the use of as many visual, auditory, and tactile stimuli as possible. And when I take a study, the previous study by Chatik, 2017, revealed that using tools that engage more than one sense allow children with ASD to learn more easily and faster. Furthermore, the ASD students tend to be visual learners. They tend to show improved response to information presented visually. So ASD students tend to be visual learners. That's why Flannel Picture here can be an alternative way for them to teach English vocabulary. By using a student's visual processing strength, this strategy can help decrease reliance on areas of deficits, such as auditory processing and communication. And the use of visual methods in teaching and learning can create longer lasting experiences and connect it to other sensory experiences. In order to suit the needs of the autistic students who tends to be a visual learner and matches with the situation of the children, Flannel Picture can be used for an alternative way to teach ASD students English vocabulary. Yeah. Next, I want to show you my publication of community service that I have ever done with my team, yeah, entitled Using Flannel Picture in Teaching English Vocabulary to the Inclusive Students of SD Yamasto Surabaya. This school is my son's school. At that time, I conducted this community service activity with my team, Mr. Mujadidin Afandi, and he also helped me to create this flannel picture. And of course, with the help of some students of S1 English Education Department of UNUSA. And my publication, yeah, is in Community Development Journal 2 in UNUSA. So if you can see the link here, yeah, you can browse for my article. Besides, I have my own study about this, about flannel picture. Yeah, why I'm so interested with the topic, because, you know, as I have told you before that based on my experience, and I'm as an English lecturer, I want to improve my son's English uh, speaking skill through mastering vocabulary. But I think not only for my internal reason, but also I want to share my knowledge to others, perhaps for other parents who have the same condition with me. I mean, the children who have the same condition. So you can use this media for an alternative way to teach English vocabulary. Besides, this is not only for parents. This is also can be used for teachers, can be used for the students, ASD students, uh, and perhaps the community surrounding. So the community can give like a knowledge, sharing knowledge to others. Perhaps parents do not know how to improve English vocabulary for their children. Okay, so at that time, my research about the effectiveness of using flannel picture in teaching English vocabulary to the inclusive students of SD Yamasto Surabaya. SD Yamasto is located at Rungkut Lor, and UNUSA, my institution, has already cooperated. We have signed MOU before for Tridharma, for research, community service, and also for education. Based on this title, I also received, based on this interest, I also received 2019 government grant from Kemenristek Dikti for program. Perhaps you have already known, like PDP. Yeah, so at that time I received this grant from the government, and once again, but I forget to type it here. I received 2019 government grant from Kemenristek Dikti 2, but different program, that is innovation of disabled students in college. Okay, now I would like to show you first the media. Yeah, as you can see it here, yeah, I have two flannel pictures, parts of body and face right here. So the first is about, yeah, learning vocabulary, English vocabulary for parts of human body, and another one is about face. Yeah. In the end of this presentation, I would like to have simulation with my team, but after having presentation, because I want to tell you about my next material. Yeah. Uh, as my title for this lecture today, yeah, it's about the procedures of using flannel picture to teach ASD students English vocabulary. So uh, these are the procedures. There are 10 steps for doing that. The first is all students' attention should focus on the flannel picture that has been hung on the classroom wall. For the first point, as you know that the condition of ASD students are so difficult to what's that? So just keep silent, just sit in on the seat. Yeah, they usually movable to another place, sometimes disturbing another friend. That's why the first thing that you have to do is you have to make your ASD students' attention focus on the flannel picture that has been hung on the classroom wall, like this. So if you can see it here, this flannel picture should be hung on the wall. But right here, perhaps you have a whiteboard. You can hang the flannel pictures on the whiteboard. Okay. Next, the second is point to the parts of human body one by one. On the human body picture of the flannel picture, based on the arrow, and mention the English words with the correct pronunciation and spelling. Then give meaning in Indonesian, written or verbally on the whiteboard. Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you right here. These are parts of face. Yeah. Why flannel picture? Because you know that it's safe to use, especially for ASD students or other disabled students. It's safe. Yeah, the material of flannel, it's so soft and also affordable. Perhaps it's only, yeah, if you buy per piece of this flannel material, it's around 10,000 per color for just one color. Yeah, 10,000. But if you want to have the colorful flannel picture like this, you want to have orange, pink, white, and orange, what's that? Blue, light blue, dark blue, and etc. So you have the colorful one to make your students more interested on your flannel picture. So you have to spend more. But totally, if you want to make this, it's around 200,000 rupiah. Yeah. But if you just want to use just one or two, I think it's affordable because you only spend 20,000 rupiah. Okay. So point to the parts, points to the parts of the human body one by one on the human body picture of the flannel picture based on the arrow. As you can see it here, there is an arrow here. Yeah, based on your creation, you want to have arrow like this or another shape. It's up to you. So please point to the parts of human body one by one. Yeah, so in this case, parts of face. Yeah, and don't forget to mention the English words with the correct pronunciation. For example, what is this? Yeah, this is forehead. Forehead. So where is forehead? Right here. Right here. And this is the, yeah. For example, parts of face. Yeah, I repeat once more. So what is this? What is this? Forehead. Forehead. Okay. So forehead. Forehead. That is the correct pronunciation. And if you want to give your ASD students the correct spelling, you have to spell Forehead. Okay. So just for the beginning, you have to give the correct pronunciation and spelling to them. And don't forget, because we are Indonesian, yeah. So you can give the translation of forehead. What is forehead? What is forehead? What is forehead? Based on the arrow. What is forehead? What is this? Dahi. Okay. Dahi, kening. Next, the third, name all parts of the human body in the flannel picture. So if all parts of body have been mentioned, then proceed with the next step. For example, by holding your own body parts in accordance with the body parts in the picture by saying the song head, shoulder, knees, and toes. Okay, look at here. Yeah, I want to take flannel picture with parts of body. Yeah, right here, parts of human body. So after you have already explained and name all of these things, and you have already given the correct spelling and pronunciation of, yeah, all parts of this human body, you can also do this by singing song. Do you still remember how to sing head, shoulder, knees, and toes? Okay, let's sing together. Yeah, just once, okay? Yeah, come on, please stand up. Stand up, please. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes. Eyes, where are eyes? And eyes and ears and nose and mouth. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. How about if we sing once again? Okay, together. 1, 2, 3, go. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and nose and mouth. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Okay, give applause. My students, I have 2 students here, but they are not ASD students because you know that ASD students, yeah, are still busy with their activity at school. So I have another student, an adult. Yeah, there are Miss Nabila here and Mrs. Sinta, just for simulation. Okay, let me continue. So of course, by singing song, yeah, after having Yeah, after using this flannel picture and also singing head, shoulder, knees, and toes, of course, they can make ESD students fun. Yeah. And of course, our goal is to make them interested in learning English vocabulary. How about if they are not interested? Of course, they will leave us. Perhaps they can be movable to another area, or they ask for me to go outside to somewhere, to the toilet or canteen, if they are not interested with the material. Okay, next, don't forget, for the next step is the fourth, remove all the writing adhesive of all human body parts in the picture. So as a teacher, you have to give your students practice to stick all of this writing adhesive and stick on this flannel picture based on the right area, yeah, based on the parts of body in the flannel picture. Okay, after removing all the writing adhesive of all human body parts in the picture, yeah, just hold. And next, the fifth is ask the students to come forward by giving a glue that has written English words. In this case, yeah, just stick adhesive, writing adhesive to the correct area. For example, yeah, what is this? Yeah, what is this? Hair. Yeah. How about if we have simulation? Okay, I have two students. Thanks for my two students for coming here. So I want to introduce my students. Okay, please come here. So these are my students for simulation. The first student is Mrs. Sinta. Yeah, although these are not children anymore, but I want them, yeah, for this simulation. And this one is Miss Nabila. Okay, say hi. Hello, guys. Okay, now I'm as an English teacher. I want to give this writing adhesive to my students, but it should be in turn. For example, who wants to try this? Who wants to try this?
For the first?
Yeah, for the first, please raise up your hands. Okay, Miss Nabila, which one that you want to take first? But you have to stick on this flannel picture to the right area of parts of human body. Which one?
This one.
Yeah,
For the first
pretend that this, yeah, this is ESD student. But actually, she is so smart. So, what do you take? It's head. Yeah. Okay. How do you pronounce this?
Head.
Yeah.
Head.
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 Okay. Head.
Head.
Yeah. Please spell down.
H-E-A-D.
Oh yeah, so smart. H-E-A-D. And
H-E-A-D.
okay. So this is
Head.
head. Now, would you please stick on the right area? It's here. Are you sure? Okay, that's right. Don't forget, look at this arrow. Yeah, look at this arrow. Head arrow. Well, good job, Miss Kabila. Thank you very much. Yeah, you are so smart. Okay, my next student. What's your name? Yeah, would you please louder?
Sinta.
Yeah, Mrs. Sinta is my next student. Okay, Mrs. Sinta. Which one?
Okay. This.
Okay, what's that?
Leg.
Lag, not gel, but lag. Okay,
Okay.
lag. What is lag?
Leg.
Lengan kah? What do you think?
Leg. This one.
Kaki.
Kaki.
Yeah, okay. Would you please spell lag?
L-E-G.
Leg. Say it once more.
Leg.
Lag. Okay, good. Now would you please stick on the right area? Yeah, bits on this arrow. Is that right, Nabila? Yeah, that's right. Oh, awesome. You were so, yeah, so smart.
Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Miss Nabila and Mrs. Sinta.
Thank
Okay,
you.
have a seat, please. Okay, the sixth step, yeah, ask the students to pair the writing according to the part of the body that is on the adhesive writing. For example, hat by asking, where is the hat? Yeah, we have already done this. Yeah, to, if I'm not mistaken, at that time, Miss Nabila. Yeah, do this. Next, give appreciation to the students if it's paired correctly. I mean, if it's stick correctly. If it's still wrong, ask the students to try again with the help of other friends or teachers who are watching. For example, your student has done correctly. So you have to say smart, good job, marvelous, awesome, and etc. You have to give appreciation. But how about if it's wrong? So you have to correct it, whether the pronunciation, spelling, the translation, and etc. Like Mrs. Sinta has done, yeah, with me. Next, 8, do it alternately or in turn so that all students can turn to go forward and try to pair it correctly. We have already practiced with 2 students today, Miss Sinta and Mrs. Sinta and Miss Nabila. But after this, I want to test them to stick all of this, yeah, to the right area. So how about if it's wrong? It doesn't matter because we are, yeah, learning together. I will correct it. Next, uh, write the abilities of each ASD student on the observation sheet, which students have or haven't succeeded to attach the adhesive writing on the flannel picture. So of course you have uh, observation sheet. You have to write down the score in the paper. So they they have succeeded or not. They are able to stick to the right area or not. And the last is mention again all parts of human body in the flannel picture 2 until 3 times so they can remember it well. Yeah. And these are the references. Okay. Before we end our meeting, I would like to have yeah, once again simulation with my 2 students. One is about parts of human body and another about the face. Are you ready? Yeah, you want to have just one flannel picture or one one for two or one by one? Oh yeah. So which one that you want to choose? Yeah. Which one that you want to choose? Face or parts of human body? Parts of human body. Okay. Now I'm going to remove all the adhesive writing. Yeah, already removed. Okay. Now do it in turn. Yeah, with your friend. Yeah. But I want to review for a while. Yeah. After removing the adhesive writing, you should mention what's this. Okay. Yeah, in English, of course, because this is English class. Yeah, uh, except if I ask you the translation. Okay, so this flannel picture is, I think, is an interesting media that can be used for teaching English vocabulary, colorful, safe to touch, and also affordable. I mean, for the price, so you can create as you want. Okay, let's start. What is this? Please come forward. Yeah, get closer. So you are in the camera. Say hi first. Hi. Okay. Uh, look at this arrow.
Okay.
Yeah. What is this?
Hair.
What is this?
Hair.
Yeah. Oh, I have some adhesive writing. So would you please take Nabila or Miss Nabila or Mrs. Sinta first?
Okay.
Sorry, because there is no hair here. I mean, this is hair, but you know, the adhesive writing only hat. But if you want to create hair in your own flannel picture, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So we'll be the first.
I will be the first.
Yeah, okay. Miss Nabila.
For the
Yeah.
upper body. For the first is head.
Hat. Yeah, what is this?
Head.
Hat. Okay, what is hat? Do you still remember? Do you still remember hat?
Yeah, still.
Yeah, what's that? Ke?
Kepala.
Ya, kepala. Okay. Please spell Nabila.
H-E-A.
My smart student. H-E-A-D. Okay, good job. Next. Mrs. Sinta.
Neck.
Neck. Okay. Say it again.
Neck.
Neck. Louder.
N-E-C.
N-E-C-K. Yeah. N-E-C-K. Yeah. So how do you pronounce this word? Neck.
Neck.
Yeah. What is the translation?
Hair.
Yeah, good. So where should you put neck? Yeah, good job. Yeah, is this right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
good job, Mrs. Sinta. Next, come on. Do all parts of this human body. Come on. Next.
Okay. The third is
What is this?
shoulder.
Shoulder. Okay, say it again.
Shoulder.
Shoulder. Yeah. Would you please spell?
S-H-O-U-L-D-E-R.
Yeah, sometimes ASD students are difficult to spell, but it doesn't matter. The most important thing is they have to know the spelling, and the first thing that they have to remember is the pronunciation. Why pronunciation? Yeah, we have to get good pronunciation to avoid misunderstanding. Okay, next, Mrs. Sinta.
Okay.
What is this? Yeah. Okay, would you please stick on the flannel picture? What is this, Mrs. Sinta?
Cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese.
Cheese or chess?
Cheese or chest?
Cheese or chess? Chess. Okay. Say it again. Chess. Okay, chess. What is chess?
Dada.
Dada. Okay. Please spell. Can you spell? C H E.
C-H-E-H-T.
Good. Okay. You're so smart. So this is not cheese, but chess. Okay, next, your turn, Miss Nabila. Okay, what is this?
Arm.
Arm. Say it again.
Arm.
Arm. What is arm?
Tangan.
Yeah, lengan.
Lengan.
Yeah, lengan. How many arms do you have?
Two.
Yeah, please mention
Two.
the left and right.
Left and right.
Yeah, okay, of course. For arm, yeah, would you please spell?
ARM.
ARM. Yeah, what is the translation?
Lengan.
Lengan. Okay, marvelous, Nabila. Next, please.
Okay.
Mrs. Sinta. Okay, would you please try to stick? Yeah, what's that? Based on this arrow. What's that?
Leg.
Leg. Say it again.
Leg.
Leg. Once again.
Leg.
Leg. Okay, what is leg? Kaki. Okay, good. This is thigh. Yeah. Knee and leg right here until, yeah, over there. That is leg. Okay, leg. Would you please spell?
LEG.
LEG. Good job, Mrs. Sinta. Okay, next. We have two more adhesive writing. Okay, please. Yeah. Okay, what's this? Nabila. Yeah? How do you pronounce this?
Stomach.
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 Yeah, stomach. Okay, stomach. Yeah, what is stomach?
Perut.
Perut. Yeah. Would you please spell?
STOMACH.
Yeah, STOMACH. The translation?
Perut.
Yeah, say it again. What's this?
Stomach.
Stomach. Okay, stomach.
Okay.
If you're not sure with the pronunciation, you can check dictionary. Okay, the last adhesive writing. Okay, what's this?
Hand.
Yeah?
Hand.
Hand. Yeah, right here. Okay, would you please spell?
HAND.
Okay, what is the translation?
Hand. Tangan.
Tangan. Okay, say it again, the pronunciation.
Hand.
Hand. Hand. Okay, thank you very much. Good job. Give applause. Yeah. Well, my smart students, have a seat. Okay, because you are smart, I'll give you gift certificate. Yeah. After the end of this meeting. Well, guys, you can practice at home or in class. Perhaps in class you are teaching ASD students. I think this flannel picture can be used for yeah, the regular students. I mean the common students too. So yeah, because you know that why we choose flannel picture, because the material is so soft to touch, it's safe, affordable, colorful, it's interesting to use. That's why you can use this as an alternative way to teach English vocabulary, yeah, especially for ESD students. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And for further information, you can take a look at my tutorial video with this link. So you can open this link. Now it's time for having discussion. Perhaps you have question. It doesn't matter bilingual. If it's difficult for you to speak or perhaps write in English, it doesn't matter. Okay, now it's time for discussion. And don't forget, if you write the comment, mention your name, the city, and also perhaps you have a question. In this column, you will get e-certificate, but just, yeah, please wait. Yes, the first question from Mr. Brian.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Yes.
say hi
Oh,
first.
so
Hi.
great.
Are you in
Hi.
campus A or B or C?
I'm on campus A.
Campus A. Okay.
Okay, may
So
I?
you are stay tuned here. Please
Yes.
ask a question or perhaps you need for more information about this English teaching media.
Okay.
Inshallah, I will help you to answer.
Okay. Uh, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
May
wabarakatuh.
may I ask a permission?
Permission, ya,
Yes.
for
How do you
doing.
determine
Sorry.
how do you determine the color of the flannel?
Oh, how to determine the
The
color,
color of the
the
flannel.
appropriate color, yeah, for flannel picture. Okay, let me help you. Of course, using this flannel picture, you can use colorful, yeah, picture, but based on your desire. For example, uh, if you look at here, yeah, you see here, the color of the clothes, yeah, is so bright. I choose red. But if you want to choose another, like green, light green, it doesn't matter. And for the skin, you can use light brown, light brown, or yeah, like common, what's that? Human skin, dark brown skin, Indonesian skin, dark brown. You can use brown or light brown or cream or something. Yeah, you can use yellow, for example. But if you choose yellow, it can be jaundice. Looks like human who gets jaundice. Okay, so it's better for you if you want to have the topic about parts of human body. So the skin, you can choose uh, light brown or dark brown skin. Okay, does it answer your question, sir?
And
Anything
is there
else?
is there an influence of the color we choose on the result of the vocabulary education letter?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the questions. Yeah. You know that the color, of course, gives influence to the flannel picture because if you create as interesting as possible for the color, yeah, and it's matched to the topic that you take, so of course, uh, your ASD students can be interested and can match with the reality. For example, as I told you before, like human skin, usually dark brown skin or uh, light brown. Yeah, sir? Okay, thank you very
Okay,
much. Yeah,
thank you so
now
much.
let's go on to the next, uh, yeah, the next follower. Mrs. Tati. Yeah, Mrs. Tati here. OMG. Yeah, she is an English lecturer too. Okay. Yes, please.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the most challenging part in teaching ASD students?
The challenging. Yeah. I have a question to you before answering your question. Have you ever experienced in teaching ASD students?
Yeah.
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 How old?
How old? My
Yeah.
student?
Yeah.
It is about 17 or 18.
Oh yeah, so it's not child, yeah,
Hmm.
because flannel picture can be used for yeah
Young learner.
ASD, yeah, young learner, but it doesn't matter if you want to try this to the teenager for ASD. Like you know that we have a students with autism, like Mas Aan, yeah. But in this case, I want to answer your question that the most challenging for teaching ASD students. Actually, I have this experience when I conducted research. Sorry, there is something here. Okay. Um, the most challenging is if the ASD students are movable, ma'am. So we have to make them, what's that, focus on the material that we are going to explain to them. So we have to get the conditional first for the situation. So we have to make their situation, yeah, good first. Then they have to focus on the material. For example, looking at the flannel picture media that we are going to teach, yeah, to them. After they get uh, the interest or focus on the material that we are going to teach or use for teaching English vocabulary, so we can teach them easily. Sometimes ASD students are movable if they are not interested to the topic of our material, and sometimes yeah, you know, they get tantrum, emotion. So we have to make them focus and what's that? Silent first. Look at us as a teacher. Look at the material. Look at the media that we are going to use for teaching this. Okay. Does it answer your question, ma'am?
I think that's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for Mrs. Tati. Yeah, we will give you e-certificate. Yeah,
Thank you.
after, yeah, okay. Next, please. Perhaps Mr. Kuswanto or Mrs. Novi, another, please. Teaching ASD students is not easy as we think, so we have to understand their condition. We have to get the knowledge before handling them, because if we don't know the way how to teach them, it can be a problem for us. We can get emotion. We can get tantrum even. Therefore, we have to be patient. As a teacher, we have to be patient and understand their condition. Any other questions? Yeah, Mr. Kuswanto? Yeah, I'm still waiting for the questions.
Mr. Kus, don't forget to unmute.
Yeah, don't forget to raise up your hands. Click raise hand. Mr. Kuswanto, let me check. Oh. No question? Yeah, sir?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you hear my voice?
Yes, it's so clear here.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, sir?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Before I give your question, I am very interested with your headset.
My headset? This is not ULC headset.
Is that right?
Perhaps the same brand of headphone. But this is not taken from ULC. Yes, sir?
For our promotion, yeah?
Yeah, it's been long time not to see you, sir.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
been long time not to see you. Perhaps, yeah, you are so busy. Yes? What's your question?
Yeah. First, as you said that the children with ASD is difficult in social relationship, particularly with language.
Yeah.
Okay. My question is, they have difficulties in Bahasa Indonesia or not? I mean,
Sorry?
spelling in Bahasa Indonesia. Learning in Bahasa Indonesia, for example, mention kepala, telinga, and human body.
Yeah.
This is my first question. Because I think if they have no difficulties in Bahasa Indonesia, it's easy to transfer to the English language.
Yeah.
And the second question, have you ever tried to give that method to the normal children? I mean, giving lecture English about human body or face in English. And which one is faster to get the knowledge? I mean, the ASD children or normal children?
Okay, thank you, sir. Let me answer your first question. You asked me about the use of flannel picture. You asked me about what's that? About using flannel picture is effective for teaching ASD. Yeah, would you please repeat once more for the first question?
Okay.
Only the point.
Okay. My point is, before you give the English lecture for the children, did they find difficulties in Bahasa Indonesia or not? Mentioning the
Oh yeah. About using the language.
For English,
Yes.
they have difficulties in mentioning Bahasa Indonesia or not to mentioning the language.
Yeah, I want to answer based on my experience, sir, when I conducted research about the use of flannel pictures to improve the SD students' English vocabulary at SD Amasto. SD Amasto is my son's school. In that school, there is inclusive inclusive class. Yeah, so in inclusive class, the regular and the SD students combine, but sometimes they are separated. To answer your second questions, of course, for the regular one, yeah, they are also interested in this because, yeah, as usual, they are colorful, affordable, safe, and soft to touch. So as I told you before, when I presented the material, so this is not only for ASD, but also it can be used for the common students. And for the first question, why should it be translated into Indonesian? Yeah, because you know that based on my experience teaching ASD students at SD Amasto, they are Indonesian. So sometimes, yeah, actually, if we teach English, we don't need to translate into Indonesian because we only focus on the English. But you know that they must understand, because understanding it can be one of the problems for ESD students. So they have to know the translation after we give English, correct English pronunciation, spelling, so they have to know the translation. Yeah, it's about understanding, yeah, related to the cognitive, ESD students cognitive, so they should understand with the reality, and the translation is also part of uh, yeah, the most important thing to learn in um, English, to learn English. Therefore, if we teach ASD students, besides the English pronunciation, spelling, we have to give uh, the translation. So they know, for example, what is lag. Lag, you know, lag right here. Lag is here. What is lag? So they are still curious. Lag is, yeah, kaki, like that, sir. So we have to give the translation, but here the translation is not the first part, the what's that? The major part of our focus in teaching English vocabulary. The main part is about English pronunciation, because this is held in English class by English teacher. Yeah. So the translation is just for additional information, sir, related to their understanding. But the main point is the English pronunciation. If they are wrong, we should correct their pronunciation, and also they have to know how to spell to avoid misunderstanding. Okay, and for the second question, I have already answered that not only this is not only used for ASD but also for common. But in this case, I don't talk about English teaching media for common students because they don't have any problems in learning English vocabulary. But if we teach English vocabulary for ASD students, it can be a problem for the English lecturers or teachers, because we have to find the best method or the appropriate way to teach them. And of course, the first thing, we have to make them uh, conditioned. We have to make them focus with our material. If it's not, it can be a problem for us because they often, yeah, movable, go somewhere, disturbing another friend, and they can go somewhere because our teaching media probably is not interested to ASD students. Okay, does this answer your question, sir?
One more.
Okay.
Okay. This method is said they applied by the UNUSA team. Okay. I mean, have you ever give to another lecture English to using method? I mean, first of all, Yamasto, SD Yamasto has
Yeah.
own English lecture.
Oh, yeah.
English lecture or not?
Teacher for SD Amasto.
Not English teacher.
Teacher. SD Amasto, teacher.
I mean, SD Yamasto has English teacher or not?
English teacher. Oh, yeah. Yes, of course.
Okay, they have English teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever offering them to apply your method?
Oh, of course. Hmm.
And how is the result? I mean, the comment or
Yeah. Very good question, sir. Thank you very much for asking this question. When I conducted community service in that school, my team and I gave 2 flannel pictures freely to that school. Yeah. After that, they have to practice the same way of teaching like we have done before to the students, to their students. They have to practice, yeah, the same thing. So after teaching the same way, like us, they say that, yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, they say that it's very easy and interesting if we use media for teaching English vocabulary. The problem is if the students are not interested with the topic of the presentation or the material, they will get bored, get tantrum, disturb another, yeah, or perhaps can, yeah, leave the class. Yeah, of course, sir, we have already done this based on the activity of community service and also research that we have done. So we want to socialize this to others, to the people surrounding us, to the external about using this flannel picture. So based on the research that we conducted, this flannel picture is effective to use to teach English vocabulary for ASD students because we have already got the result, yeah, based on the study conducted.
in the future, do you have any plan to develop? I mean, not only part of body, face.
Yeah, right here, it's so cute, right? So you can design based on your desire.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, another, please.
Where is the other left living?
Mr. Pujo, yeah. I can see here. Perhaps another. Mrs. Novi. Okay.
Under table.
If it's still not clear, you can download my tutorial video in this link. Yeah. Okay. And don't forget, in the end of this performance, I hope you can click like and subscribe. Yeah. If there is no question, thanks for watching. Okay. And you can also fill in. You can also fill in the column, yeah, of comment. you can add another topic, perhaps different meeting. I will tell you about still about ASD students, because I'm so interested with this topic. This is also topic of my dissertation. So, and also for innovation program, I create what's that? Yeah, application, but develop. I think not create the new one, but develop for the content for ASD students, because I'm so interested with this topic. Yeah. For further information, you can go to my to download tutorial video. And thanks for watching. See you in the next meeting, guys. Okay. Thank you very much for the comments, and also, thank you very much, Mr. Brian, Mr. Munir, Mr. Ujo, although I cannot see you here, your face. Mrs. Tati, Mrs. Novi, well, Mr. Kuswanto, thanks a lot for your questions. Okay. And to everyone that I cannot mention one by one. Okay, see you in the next meeting. Yeah, bye guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.